Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. It's the Florida Gators and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Quick give. It's Dickey. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The misconnection leaves him with a third down. To the air, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ball. They've got him corralled.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Bringing it back. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's ball. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Handoff for ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Florida has the ball This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Moving out to the right. Got the first down himself. Turns it on in midfield.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Running right, it's ball. Can't get him to the ground. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Play action on 1st down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Gives him the big stiff arm. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Right side, it's Carter. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
Rashad Downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Pass to 6. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Red Raiders back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great response by this defense. You give up the big play. What do? You respond right back. You get upfield, get to the quarterback, get the negative play, and get the momentum right back.
Drops back. It's Hammond. Moves to his right. He'll pull it down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? 1st down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it down, get all those positive yards back, and then some.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Sending the offense back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Down at 2nd and 7. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
wants to throw it. Left side, it's Brown. At the 45, on his way. Snags it, and there's running room. Pass the and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Hudson. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Carter. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He's got it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The give is to Williams. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Turning it on. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive, and that's a mistake, David. Taking pick 6 all the way to the house, that could really end up costing.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 40. He's at the 30. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. A They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it. It's sticky. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They give it back to him. Touchdown, Red Raider! They are lining up the scoreboard. Every touchdown has an answer, it seems. They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Pryor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Jones to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Breaks into the open. At the 30. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
It's not fun playing defense. I got to cover these fast wide receivers all over the field. You're going to run tempo. You're going to spread me out. You're going to do all this stuff to me. And then it doesn't work, and you call a pass play, and then it turns into that because your quarterback's so special. This just isn't fun.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's ball. Here's a little room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Back and forth they go as these 2 high-powered attacks continue to flood the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Johnson. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
He's loose. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll give it to Ball. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown Gators! And that one will give him the lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes with the return. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Got enough for the first down. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Jumped on top of the pile. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. There's a crease. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Montgomery. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moving the pocket, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Johnson. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. He's at the 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Red Raiders! chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Defense all over him.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Jones to throw. Fires quickly. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Finds a crease. It's Montgomery. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now third and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's hard to think of a worse time for a penalty like that than at this stage of the game. It's third and long. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. He's loose. Touchdown, Gators. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a six-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He took the risk bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They want to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Drops back on first down. Looking down the middle. Between the hashes, it's Simmons. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Great place to start for this offense. Here's a give the ball. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Second and long here. Ball again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give on the counter. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
He's taking a deep shot, and that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Handoff for Ball. He's past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Defense in press coverage. Here's Jaden one more time. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.